Hi dears, once more welcome to our class. I think everybody understood our last class, aren't you? Okay. Can anybody say that our portion? Once more I will summarize that what we have studied in our last class. Lencho, the poor farmer who was an ardent lover of nature, ardent believer of God, sowed everything in his soil. Then one day what happened? One hailstorm reached and all his crops destroyed. That night the full family couldn't sleep because all the harvest were destroyed. That much we have already studied. So next what will happen? What happened here to Lencho's life? What did he decide? Shall we study that today? Okay. Now what may happen there? You imagine if all the crops destroyed, what will happen? He became very unhappy. He felt very sad. And next he decided to write a letter to God. First of all, I told you he was an ardent lover of nature and ardent believer of God. So he decided to write a letter to God. It will be impossible. You will imagine how can we write a letter to God? How will we get a address to him? How will we get an address? So here, because here we should understand that the poor farmer always thinks about that God will help them. That is why here he decided to write a letter. In the hearts of all lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from hope. We have already told you what he was living alone with his family alone in that valley. So there was no other person to help him, to whom he will ask help. So he decided God will be there. So he decided to write letter to God. Don't be so upset even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That is what they say. No one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lencho thought only his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. So that night nobody could sleep, but Lencho thought, without sleeping, he thought, in this valley nobody is there to help me, and I couldn't ask anybody's help. So what I will do? How can we live? Next year also we had to do something. Even they get any seeds from there won't be such problem. But everything destroyed. So he thought and thought. That night full he thought. Lencho was an ox of a man working like an animal in the field. The farmers, they will have the belief in God. So Lencho thought that if there is nobody also, God will be there. God will help me. So he thought, I will write a letter to God and he will reply to that letter. So Lencho was an ox of a man working like an animal in the field. What is the meaning of that phrase? He was an ox of a man. Ox, we everybody know that the ox, it work very hard. We are using the bull and ox to work in olden time. Now there is nothing. Now there is tiller, tractor and everything. So I think you didn't see such animals in the field. But Lencho was an ox in the field. He worked very hard. That phrase implies that his hard work. The following Sunday, at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to the town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. And he thought and thought and thought. So he decided there isn't any other way. So it is better to write a letter to God. So the very next day he went to the post office. He went to the town and reached the post office. And he wrote a letter to God. And he wrote the address God to God. God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes, because the hailstorm he couldn't complete. He wrote in the letter, God, you give me 100 pesos. Peso is a currency of Latin American countries. So he wrote, I need 100 peso. He asked the peso for the seed only. He told, I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again. So here look, that person, that farmer wanted to cultivate once more. The crop had already destroyed, but he decided to crop once more. That is a farmer. The farmer's mind will be always in the field only. Whatever they work, whatever it lost, they will think to harvest once more. They will try it once more. They don't, their hope will be there. They don't leave that to work. So he wrote the letter, God, give me 100 peso. I will sow once more and I will work very hard in the field and I will get good harvest. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still trouble went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. You think that he wrote the address, God. Whether the God will get the letter, whether he will get a reply, but it shows his faith. Faith to God. Remember, children, here whatever we have faith, everything will happen. That is, Lencho wrote a letter to God. One of the employees who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. The postmaster, a fat and an amiable fellow, was broke out laughing. So, while Lencho posting this letter, another person from the post office saw that letter to God. What is this letter that addressed to God? He couldn't control himself. He took the letter and went to other person. That person also, the postmaster also was an amiable person and he couldn't control his laughing. He burst out laughing. But almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk commented, Why, what a faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote the letter, starting up a correspondence with God. So, first he laughed, but he thought that what a man he is. Why? He had such a faith in God, that is why he wrote a letter. Otherwise, he won't write such a letter to God. So, he decided, I want to help the poor farmer. And he thought that how can I help him? That was his next decision. What may be the decision? If we see such letter, what we will think? What about you? You saw a letter to God. Will you laugh? Yeah, surely. Those who see the letter, everybody will laugh. How can God read this letter? How God will get this letter? We all will laugh. But the postmaster thought, such an ardent lover of God, he want to give something to that person. So, in order not to shake the person's faith in God, postmaster came up with an idea. Answer the letter. He thought, this is a good letter. He got an idea. What to do? Now, I will write a letter. To whom? To the person. To that person named Lencho. And he will believe God had replied. When he opened it, it was an evidence that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. But the stick to his resolution. He asked for money from the employees. He himself gave part of the salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. So here one thing happened. What happened? The postmaster took a decision. We have the faith. So he couldn't believe how faith he had in God. So he told all his fellow beings, we can help the farmer. How can we help? We can collect some amount and give the amount to that farmer. So he asked all his fellow beings to donate something as an act of charity, give something, and he collected the amount. It was impossible for him to gather together 100 pesos. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lancho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. So here our postmaster decided to collect some amount from others, his fellow beings, and he decided to post another letter to whom? Lancho. He decided to write a letter and the money to Lancho, and he signed God. Why did he sign like that? Do you have any imagination? Why? Why he didn't write his name there? He wrote God and signed as God, God only. Why? He didn't like to break the faith of our Lancho. So he wrote the letter and write it to the reply to Lancho and wrote God. Understood? Here the children, we can understand that the believer Lancho's hope, and the second part we can see the postmaster's mentality also. First he laughed, this is a foolish letter. He thought that maybe that person was a foolish man, otherwise who will write a letter to God? But next time he rethought and he could understand what faith he had. So he decided to collect some amount from his fellow being, his friends, but it was not enough for the demand of the person. How much he needed? Lancho needed 100 pesos, but our postmaster couldn't collect 100 pesos. Instead of that, whatever he collected, he gathered together and decided to write a reply to Lancho, and he wrote God. Here once more I will continue that. I will conclude that second part. Our Lanchos, all the crops destroyed during that hailstorm. He couldn't sleep, but he thought, what is the next option? How will we live the next year also? We have to sow something in the field. So he decided to write a letter to God. Why did he write a letter to God? There is nobody to help him. His was the only family living in that crest of the hill. So there was nobody to help him. He decided to write a letter. The very next day he went to the town to collect something, to collect an envelope to write a letter. And here is the post office, wrote a letter to God and posted there. But while seeing the letter, all the people from the post office laughed, and last that postmaster thought that he wanted to help him. So he asked his friends and fellow beings to help him. As a charity, he collected some amount and he decided to write a reply to Lancho. Okay. Who or what did Lancho have faith in? Who had the faith? Lancho had faith in God. Lancho had a faith in God. What did he do? He wrote a letter to God. Lancho wrote a letter to God. Who read the letter? Who read the letter? From the post office only he wrote the letter. So the postmaster and the postman, they read the letter. What did the postmaster do then? While seeing the letter, first he laughed, but what did he do? He collected money and decided to send Lancho. The postmaster collected some amount from his fellow being and decided to send it to Lancho. Okay, I think everybody understood this second part.